Sean from Washington, D.C., are you with us?
Yes.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for calling in. You have a question for one of the ladies?
I actually had a general question, kind of.
Okay.
If you could just talk about how your experience has been with the government supporting you, and how do you see that support continuing for the duration of your lives? Are you worried at all about losing that support?
Rosie, I think you're probably best to answer that.
It has been a medical journey. So just like we've experienced both with military treatment facilities, VA facilities, and civilian facilities, the challenges tend to be the same as well as the successes. Dealing with the government in any form, I think, is a lot of the same experience for everybody. It's a big organization. I'm blessed that my prior experience was in the legal and accounting management position. So thank goodness for Alan. He had a mom that was used to doing research, and for one that managed offices and employees. And so I just took this on kind of with that same mindset. I know that the VA and federal government have just placed federal recovery coordinators that will hopefully do some of that work for some of these families, because I guess my question is, it's not just the government. In Alan's case, he's been in a lot of civilian hospitals over the last 5 years. And so the challenges, I guess, are more on a medical case, not a governmental case. And there's a long way to go. But I keep reminding myself daily that this is one of those times when I'm grateful that we are not experts at having so many severely wounded warriors, because that means that we have not been at war like we are now for the last 30 years. So it's just going to take some time.
Yeah, it's definitely a situation I think our system here at home is adapting to and learning from at the same time. Sean, thank you for your question out of D.C.
Thank you.
Sean, can you hear me? Yeah, thanks for your
Yes,
question.
I can.
Stay tuned in.
Thank you.
Okay, Brenda, I wanted to ask you, for our audience and other people tuned in here, what is a way that they can get involved in their own area to help out veterans, or at least bolster programs?
Well, there are several ways that individuals can get involved. We have at the American Pain Foundation state initiatives that contact local representatives, local government agencies, local veteran service agencies, including, Rosie had mentioned some of them, the VFW, the American Legion, Vets for Vets. There are lists of veteran service organizations that are out there to help. They can contact those if they need resources within their local area.
Yes.
The state initiatives with the Power Over Pain Action Network, we have 38 leaders or more. We're trying to get one in every state to help address needs of individuals in the states. There are 4 regional military and veteran advocates, one in New York, one in Wisconsin, one in Georgia, and one in California, who are responsible for those areas that they can get in touch with also via our website.
Well, good. It sounds like there's a lot of resources out there. It's just a matter of finding them. Ladies,
And, you know,
go ahead, Rose.
well, and there are going to be different needs at different stages of the recovery. And so one of the things that I also encourage people to do, veterans and their families, is to keep all of this information, because sometimes it's an overload of information, but at different times during the recovery, you know, that little voice in you will remind you that you heard something about this somewhere. And so, you know, keep all of that, and information and education, because for some of our loved ones it's going to be a lifelong journey, and so the more that we know and are prepared, maybe the smoother it'll make the journey.
No, I think that's definitely true. A lot of the services seem to be very specialized, and like you said, it's a matter of progression when you're trying to pull a loved one through this.
And Jan, can I just add to that
Sure,
certainly
Brenda.
American Pain Foundation has resources listed on their website, and we are part, as Brave New Foundation is, part of a coalition for Iraq and Afghanistan veterans that also list resources on their website as well for military veterans and their families and caregivers.
Yeah, I think that's labeled as the Solutions tab on our website, and I think we list close to 50 organizations that are in place to help veterans and their families. So that's definitely a good resource to check out. Well, ladies,
and for the Babins, that's one of the things that works, is focusing on solutions and not blame. So it is what it is, and we go forward trying to find solutions to make Alan's life better every day.
Well, I think that's sound advice, and you have an awesome testimony to bear. Thank you for being a part of the show today, Rosie. Brenda, you as well. You brought a lot to the program, and maybe we'll talk to you again.
Thanks for having us.
All right.
Thank you for what you're doing for our veterans.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Have a good day, ladies.
Thank you.
Now, besides checking out our Solutions tab on the website, be sure to get on and forward the clips of our show and upcoming shows to friends, family, coworkers, anyone in your area that would benefit from the awareness. Coming up next, we're going to be talking to an expert that deals with the high survival rates of veterans and the impact those survivors are having on our services and programs here at home. We hope you'll stick around. We'll be back in just a minute.